Welcome back to another video of Nimby Rails in our world where we are progressing towards the next city. And here you can already see the approach from the east into the new station. And I haven't told you yet where we are. Let's go over to the station because today we will build this together. And if you can read the small text, you may already know where we are. So I want to build a station together with you today. So let's go in with it. First of all, the entire station speed will be 50 kilometers per hour. So big, I don't want to say big main stations, but it is a big station and it is a main station. So the entire speed won't be that high. And I want to start on the left side with building the bridges. No path to destination. Yes, that is something I don't want to care about. I bet that it is just blocked by a signal and some bad scheduling. I hope it only occurs in the morning because it's 5:02 in the morning, which may hint at the fact that this is not like a real scheduling issue, but more an issue with a single order early in the morning. So no need to think too much about that. Just one of many messages in game. So I'll put this one out a little bit, just to make my life a bit easier, because we want to pull, first of all, we want to move all of them up, and then I want to expand this one as 50 meters. I disable with the letter B, so press B to disable the tracks going into a junction, and then you can see that if I move it further to the left, the bridges, or at the end of the bridge, aligns a bit better. So of course not down here. Maybe I should do it there as well. Maybe just remove this as well. Use the parallel track tool, parallel track tape. Choose 50 kilometers an hour. Push it in as parallel, and then I will do something I normally don't do. I push it over at 0.1 meters per every click, so like that. So not full value. Oh, even it ends up in full values. Interesting, then. Quite hard to do the same down here. So let's move this one up. I want to have it at 15 meters here. Okay, it's 14, but will be a bit longer on the other side maybe. So like this, it aligns. It's 30 meters. Yes, looks good. Then pull this through. How far down does it go? I can actually keep it going into the western approach. So then same here, we still have junctions disabled. I will pull it out a little bit. I will leave this one up here, and then we can put in the diamonds. So press B again so that junctions are enabled. And then I just put in switches that the trains can go through every single junction and not need a specific junction to get to the track that they actually want to go to. So also down here, I pay attention to the fact that everything is at 50 kilometers an hour. So not 48, not 60, but exactly 40. Now I will skip all the other 4 bridges. And that will then be the part number 1 for the station, where we set up the outline, the outside of the station. So yeah, I said I wanted to do the bridges. And the bridges I actually did on both sides. And on the other side, it escalated just slightly. So let's do these, or this bridge here. So I did record all of that with new OBS settings. So maybe write down in the comments. I already see it during editing, that with the noise suppression in the background. It isn't perfect yet. My voice sounds muffled, I would say. So I have to play around with OBS settings even more. I did not try it beforehand, which maybe was a little mistake. But yes, I think it did improve with not having too much noise in it, but I will have to continue trying, and I will very soon improve on that. At least I hope that I find a solution for it. And I also wanted to tell you a small, I don't want to say funny story, during its time lapse, but it's better than talking to you for 20 minutes on how I built this exact piece of bridges and switches, because it was difficult. Nerve-wracking, exhausting to get all these switches, the massive amount of switches in, and make it look more or less good with the bridge itself. Then, to a little bit of real talk, I had a trip with the German train operator Deutsche Bahn, and I beat them. Yeah. Early in the morning, I already saw that the train was delayed, so I would have arrived at my hometown an hour late. So I jumped to try and catch a train quite early from Den Haag Central to Hengelo, so that I would be a bit earlier there to then be able to catch the Intercity to Berlin. And that way I somehow ended up with being an hour early. And that's insane. Being an hour early, in Germany that works when your trains are delayed. You don't have to take the exact trains off your ticket anymore. And yeah, I was quite happy how that turned out. So I beat the Deutsche Bahn for once. I mean, on my way to Den Haag, I lost 2 hours, but yeah, there were ups and downs. But let's get back to building the station entrance. And then that's it. That is the approach done. So let's do the signals very fast. You can see it here. We have this as a main line. When I go to the speed overlay, you can see what I mean with that. We have 50 kilometers for the depot down here. We have 100 for the main line up there. And then here you can see with 50 kilometers an hour when the switches starts. This also makes it very easy to signal. So I just throw the signals in for the main line. I don't care about the signals for the depot yet. I mean, that one depot isn't even done yet, but I don't have trains yet. So I zoomed out and you can actually see it's Katowice. Katowice station, the big main one. And I want to have a lot of 400 meter tracks in here. So what I want to do, sorry, not what I want to do, but what I will do is first of all recognize that we will have 300 meter stations and not 400 meter stations. That's already a little bit, I don't want to say sad. Push it from here. Okay. So the goal is set up the outside. So here I will use a 20 meter marker that we can then push in the right way that it's on the end. Then down here I will make it a bit, no, I will also make it a simple marker. So 20 meter marker like that. And then what I can do is not care too much about the length on the inside. Move it through like this. Then we go through all of this, promote it into a new station, remove the old stack. You can see 299 meters. So I can expand it a little bit on this side, makes it 300 meters. Then delete the station, add the Polish marker to the existing station. And now it's only about building the station itself. Especially down here, we can power through, move through it with relatively ease. So it's just putting in this, then remove constraint here, push it out slightly. Do the same on the other side, move it out just a little bit. Then we have 300 meters down here, 300 meters up there. And then go in here. Okay, not like that, go in here like that. Push it out with the parallel track tool. You can see it works relatively good. I say relatively good because we have to slightly adjust it down here. I will put it to 23 meters. That's a little bit too much on the inside, but that should not be the issue if something is not properly on the line. So then add this as well. Then down here, push it out all the way to the left until we have 300 meters. I just saw it makes 301. Like that, it's 300 again. And then connect it on the one side. On the other side, it is not that easy. Not that easy. So we have that connected down there, that like that. And then there's this. Oh, that's such a beautiful mess. So, for the road crossings, I don't know when I actually have shown it last time. I just take the standard 50 meters in like this. Try to move it as good on the lines as possible, and then switch it over from normal tracks to the modded flat railroad crossing mod. That track mod by, if I'm correct, Joker. TKR, if I'm correct right now, if I remember it the right way. And then connect up the main tracks, so not the switching tracks. And then that's for now. Set them up in the easy way. So like this. Like this. Okay, down here we actually face a little bit of an issue because we have to get the switch done before the bridge. But then should be very, very easy. Yes, that way it works a bit easier. So bit of bigger crossing. Trying to set it up in multiple parts there, then like that. Like that. Also at the railroad crossing here, not 500 kilometers an hour, but I want to have 50. And this one has to go into the bridge, like that. And then I will set up the upper part, I believe by myself, maybe. Yes, I will do. So what or at least the railroad crossings, that's what I want to do alone. Here we can now, okay, who cares about perfect parallel tracks? Put it in like that, use the parallel track tool as much as possible. So again and again. Yeah, and over there it looks the same. Then we move it all the way up there once again. I wish I would have counted all the stations I have built so far in the game. I don't know how many thousands I already have created. Would be funny to know, like a small counter, you have created that many stations already. I think it would create more headache. How do I actually explain that? Because I don't want to know. I mean, I think I have never built Katowice before, but there will be other stations that I already have created before, and it would be maybe a bit demotivating to have a show what banner. You have created this station for the 27th time now in your time playing Nimby Rails. Because I know there are a few stations I have created that often. At least I would bet that I have. But I, of course, haven't counted. So that looks a bit weird with that curve. Smoothen it out. Make it 50 kilometers per hour. Yes, it works. And here, like, at least put in that. Makes it 287. Already looks good then there. And I could add it in. We have 294. So long enough for the most trains. That then is Katowice station. Yeah, over there we have also all the switches, what I'm concerned with. And then signaling, super simple. All these tracks will be one way, at least I think that I wanted to set it up that way. There will definitely be, two way. There will definitely be tracks for one-way traffic, but I'm not very sure where right now. Yeah, my English is also getting horribly bad. And the easy way to set up signals is to just treat every single track as double use, so that you can use it from both directions, throwing in the signals like that. Then we have the signals up here. We have the depot, we have this small depot, and then we have the open tracks out here. By the way, I have no clue how the signals up here already show 200 kilometers. Also the upper ones? No, it's only the lower ones. That's a little bit funny. Because in which word is that 200 kilometers here? Also here, yeah. Okay, 10 tracks at 20 kilometers maybe, but yes. So, Katowice station is done. I will play around a little bit with it, and then it is time to build a little bit more stations here. And then let me check out this. It's that train. No path to destination. He wants to go to Warsaw Zachodnia 8, which should be there. Oh, I know why. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I am stupid. When I go press and we go to the train intervention, I reset it. And then track 8 is right now cleared. Let me go to the timetable. Let's check out track number 8. There it is. The IEP. That's the IC that's currently leaving. Or maybe it could also be that train already. Where does it go to Gdansk? So it may have spawned already somewhere further up. Yeah, okay, that was my bad. I placed the wrong one-way signal. Because these parking spots down here, 16 and 17, I just added them. So they have to reverse out, and they are one of the only ones that actually have to reverse out. I also forgot the signals. But now they should work. No, that's the IEP. Yeah. It made the circle. Oh, that looks funny. So up here we have Intercity. Down here we have an S-type train, so a Polish Newak impulse, if I'm correct. And then I switch the entire depot so that they push out or drive out the front way, turn around in the circle, go through here. I mean, maybe, just maybe I should do this, and then when they come out here, put in a signal. There's the next signal. Have this one as a one-way. I mean, does it work as a one-way? No clue. Yeah, why do I play around with this depot again? I sometimes don't understand myself. If I have this one as another inflow, I could do this. Place the signal there. And then it works, yes. That is so beautiful. Okay, except the signal. Now let's try it out. Let's remove the signals. And then the next question I personally have is, what happens if I put in the ballast here with minus 2.5 and 2.5? Copy and clone it, put it in there. Okay, every single time I do that right now, it will tell me that I have clicked the train, even though I don't or haven't. So let's, I want to see something. I want to try something out, because that will be the thumbnail. And I could do it off camera, but this way you see how decorating works. I mean, we have already done it a few times inside of videos. This is always horrible when you try to decorate something big. And good luck with your mental health. Then here again, do this, do that. And then this one will be the last. Then we do this. Put another one in here. Just one down a little bit, and then build it. Remove the train icons. When I then go down in here like that, remove platform names. Yes, that looks beautiful. So that as a screenshot, that's the thumbnail. You may have already seen it when you click this video. But now you know how it was created. This is just lovely. Train icons, platform names. We have a flirt in Lithuania waiting at a signal. I do not really care. Let's put in signals again. This one already has passed that signal. Maybe if I put this one in there, it won't stop. It won't stop. Let's go. And then put a balise in there again. And then put a signal up there. Now the next question is, where this train will go? Could go right. It goes right, okay. There we have one way, there we have that, yeah. I mean, everything is set up in this depot. I never need to touch it again. I can only fill it up with trains a bit more. And it's not really nighttime anymore, but I'm very proud with the depot. And the focus of today's video is like everywhere, not where it needs to be at Katowice. But I mean, Katowice station is finished. So thank you so much for watching this video today, even if it's a bit focus-less, hasn't focused really. But thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. Have a beautiful time. I can only say bye-bye, see you on the next one, and have a beautiful weekend. See you soon. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.